It only happens with fish.
That thing may or may not have a pulse still.
It depends where you go get your food.
Nah, nigga. Oh, the titty bar that you get your steaks from, nigga. How they do it over there?
Look, I only been there once.
Yeah. Once a
Why don't you
year.
go? Why don't you go with Anna?
Why don't you go with Anna?
Yeah, why
Say
don't you
you're
go
there
with
for the
Anna?
steak that they had the best steak in town.
I actually only went there. I went there before we started going out, so
You should do it again.
Do it again. Just take her with you.
no.
It's
Why
okay to
not?
go to the places you went to while you were single with your.
I didn't
Is
go
she
any-
is she against strippers?
I don't know anybody.
There's some women that like going to strippers with like their guys or whatever. It's weird, but still.
No, I just don't like.
Is she? Did you ever ask her like Anna? Do you like strippers?
The only reason I actually went was because they took me out for my birthday. I wouldn't have gone like just on my own choice.
You like strippers?
I didn't even know there was one in my area until we found it that day.
He didn't answer the question.
What was your answer? What was your question? I will listen.
What's your answer to your question,
What was Dave's question?
Would you ever ask your girl Anna? Do you like
nigga?
strippers?
Do you like strippers?
I mean, probably why.
But not male strippers, not Chippendale, not Magic Mike. It's all about like hoes.
Nah, I'm not trying to do
Like, would you be okay if we just go to strippers and I just see titties for like an hour and then you just go home and I'll do whatever you want afterwards?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Yo,
Damn, oh. For anyone that can't hear that, welcome to All Tree Hill episode 179, 180, I don't know. We're doing too many of these. We need to repackage ourselves. We're going stale.
Nah, man.
Yeah, we gotta become one
clean-
face,
we gonna-
one tree
We
face.
gonna hit a clean
Ready or
1,000 when we
here
like
I
50 years old.
come. You can't
Yeah.
hide.
Oh, come here, buddy. All the audience is like everybody has like retirement.
OTM 1000, we got a special guest. CM Punk, because we started the show right after he quit the company.
And Roman Reigns was the world title for the 50th time in his career.
If we get to 1,000, we can finally start selling these 8 Undertaker. I thought you were
Now we need to reboot our show and come up with a better name so people can find us. Because every time you search it, we get that stupid white boy show.
I mean, what could y'all choose? One Tree Hill's just been like.
Well, we need to name it something.
Oh, and the bad part was, fucking apparently some of my shit got reset, and yeah, they could hear you, but probably barely because the music was probably overshadowing anything.
Oh
nigga
wow, you're just gonna do that, huh? What kind of engineer are you? The beat is louder than the rapper, huh?
said. Nigga, shit happened, but
Was the beat that dope that you just might as well just release the instrumental version?
Oh, but the thing was, when I did hit that record button, it started when y'all niggas was talking about titties and steak houses.
Absolutely, as it should.
Yeah.
If I was
God.
Notorious B.I.G., if I was Biggie, I would throw a water bottle at you right now. You'd be like,
We gotta find out if Jared can go to the titty club anymore, so we can take him to the titty club.
Yeah, man.
let's not do all that.
Hey man, as long as you don't touch anything.
He's like, man, I ain't trying to get stabbed.
Hey, I like it, water.
He's like, man, what you mean touch, yo? He ain't even allowed to look. He ain't
Nah,
even
yeah.
allowed to sniff.
You know,
He ain't even
it's
allowed to
fine,
sniff,
you just
sniff
see.
the air, man.
you got to put Jared in the corner where you can't touch the strippers because
Like, what about when y'all get married and she do the bachelorette party? Like, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yep.
She's gonna be doing worse than you gonna be doing at the strip club.
Man, dingle all.
Yep. Meanwhile, you at a club eating steak
Oh,
with that
this nigga.
she chilling there, grabbing balls,
Nope.
ass cheek.
Nope.
Hey, that's Let's take it down a notch.
Think about it. Everything that you're gonna do in the Titty Steak Club is gonna be innocent in comparison to the bachelorette party or the bachelor party.
Come on, Jerry. You
Look,
know
I
what's
was
gonna happen.
Look, I've seen Bridesmaid.
bachelor party.
I know how that shit goes. Right.
Come on, Jared.
She gonna have a think like a man moment in that.
I never watched them Steve Harvey movies.
No, on the real, I watched the first one.
I always
Oh,
listen to Steve Harvey.
We don't know
I
what-
never really got the point of that movie. All I remember was what there was this one chick. She was pretty much a gold digging hoe, and then she realized it's like, oh no, the other guy I was dating who didn't have a lot of money was exactly what I needed, but I figured that out too late. Now he's gone. You'll take me back? He was
Aw.
like, sure, why not?
Yeah,
That's trash.
Jared, don't listen to our advice.
Don't.
We've
Yeah.
been single.
No, it's too late. I already written it down.
No,
Nah.
we literally know nothing about relationships. We've been in a relationship for
Nah,
Ever.
I've been in a relationship. All I know is my anger can get the best of me, and I can't. trust
definitely don't listen to D-Black's advice on
people.
relationships.
No,
please.
listen to me.
No,
I'm too
please don't.
sarcastic to mind people's sensitivity. So it's just
What?
go.
I
You
can
lost
mind
the bitch
people's
over K-pop.
sensitivity. It's just
No. I'm way too sarcastic for that shit. Like I'll be like, yeah.
yeah.
You know who else are too sarcastic for relationships? Dominicans.
No.
Dominicans.
Height.
Nigga, we was
Jared's
supposed to be
saying-
talking about wrestling. We talking about Dominicans, yo.
We're talking about dating.
Yo, what no way Jose do?
No
Have
way, Jose.
a baseball pitch for a finisher.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, first of all, let's be for real. Nothing interesting happened this week in wrestling. The only thing that happened that was interesting was All In that sold out in 30 minutes.
No
To
man, we
be
got
honest-
about Roman Reigns being pissed at the establishment
You
for
know
not
what's
giving him
funny?
what he wants.
You know what's funny is that actually
what,
it's
what
that
does
segment.
Roman Reigns want another shot at Brock Lesnar because he should be the champion?
Right? He was just straight, man. You guys are straight fuck me in the ass raw, man. I don't like this shit, dog. And then Kurt comes out. Kurt comes out like, dog, all right, we can't give you everything you want. Why not, man? I'm the big dog, man. I showed up for work today. When am I going to get my extra hours? When am I getting my overtime?
What? Nigga, I don't want extra hours when I show
Yeah, and then
up to
Kurt's
work,
just
man.
like, we can't. We're going to have the qualifying match. You can't have Jinder because he's going to be in the triple threat. Shit, that sounds cool. Put me in that bitch and make it a fatal four-way. No, woman, we can't do that. Okay, so you do what you had to do. I'm going to do what I had to do. Motherfucker goes backstage, beats the shit out of Jinder.
Nigga,
No,
Jinder's
hold on.
still there to
hey,
wrestle.
Man, so I miss
No.
nigga rings? Shit.
Yeah, he
hold
goes
on.
backstage. He finds Jinder. Jinder gets his ass beat. Jinder goes to the trainer's room. He has like, yo, I can't compete. He's like, okay, you have to compete. You're clear to compete. You're fine. Jinder's walking out the training room and he gets speared by Roman Reigns through a wall. Granted,
Through
it
a
was
wall.
a cardboard wall, but
Through a wall that leads to a hallway that we can't see.
Now,
it's a
hold
wall
on
that
now.
just leads to like a hallway with like a curtain on it.
Why not, man? You
hold
don't know how they constructing these buildings nowadays, man.
But you could tell like they just made that shit for that. It had like the wooden panels on the side and like I don't know. It was funny though, and Jinder was now out of the match, but the
can
match
you
was still
also-
going to take place. So early on in the night, we had Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the IC title. Seth wins. Also, quick note: Seth has been on fire lately since he
Yeah, I
won
was
that
gonna say,
Continental
Seth-
Championship.
I have
Yeah,
not
that's why
watched
it's
Seth
Monday
Rollins
Night
match.
Rollins.
Yeah, like he's been on
Which-
fire.
That's how Seth would be
Like,
if
I like
the
it.
world title wasn't on Brock's dick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
Universal title.
Staples ass.
So one of the so who is going to beat Brock? Now I'm thinking about it because
Nobody knows.
Ronda
I'm
Rousey.
probably Snitsky.
Snitsky. He's gonna field goal the baby again.
He's gonna beat Brock by accident and be like, "It wasn't my fault."
His dirty ass.
Nah,
You know
see,
the
what's
dude
gonna happen?
who's only
Jinder's gonna
supposed to be a
win.
one-off character. He
Yep.
wasn't even supposed to be a person.
Jinder Mahal's gonna win.
Nope.
Is what's gonna happen.
No. Same
Jinder
thing with
Mahal-
James Ellsworth. James Ellsworth.
Yeah. So Kevin Owens loses that title match. Says that he wants another opportunity to Kurt, and Kurt's like, "No, man, you can't get another opportunity." So what does he do? He calls his mom. I mean, Stephanie McMahon. He's like, "You know what? I'm gonna call Stephanie." Granted, that Stephanie is the daughter of the man that he gave the headbutt and whooped his ass a couple months ago, But we're supposed to forget these things, right?
Stephanie McMahon is evil. She don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
So she gave Kevin what he wanted. Instead of Jinder being in the match since he was out because of Roman Reigns, he got inserted into the match and he wins it. So he now goes on to compete at Money in the Bank. Why?
Because, man, we supposed
And
to
then
forget
another
shit.
why, Sami Zayn comes out, says that he had vertigo from, Bobby Lashley stalling suplex.
Mhm.
And now he says
so-
next week,
So I had a question. My bad to cut you off. So if this Saudi Arabia thing becomes a yearly thing,
they're
Is he
going to
gonna
go
come-
again this year.
I don't think it is.
They're going again this year, apparently. It's a 10
this
year.
year.
Oh, I thought it
So
would be like a
is he gonna make
kind of thing.
excuses for every time he doesn't go to Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's
But I want to
fine.
know what they're going with because he's bringing out Bobby Lashley's sisters next week to talk about Bobby Lashley.
Oh, god damn it.
Now, my question: do you think it's
They
really
gonna
going to be
talk
his
about
sisters,
how
or you
much
think
of
it's
a
just going to be
bum-ass
other?
nigga that Bobby Lashley was because they used to bully him, and
Yeah.
now he changed. We still bully him even though he a muscle bound.
You know what I want to see?
I mean,
I want
All those
Bobby Lashley to beat up his sisters and turn heel.
I mean,
That's what I want.
Yo.
in real life, all those muscle bound dudes do have sisters that probably beat them up because, you know,
Hence why I said I want him to beat their ass for like the whole first hour of Raw and turn
he will beat
heel.
up Bobby Lashley's sisters.
Yeah,
like,
Bobby Lashley just beats up his own
Basically,
sisters.
what you want another a version of a 3-minute warning where he jumps off
Oh, dude.
and smashes
real.
on.
One of my favorite.
Nah, you can't do that nowadays because of feminism.
Well, give her a Dominator.
Yeah.
Bitches love being dominated, don't they? In
Me,
mainstream,
yo,
man.
I thought we were in a world where women deserved equal rights and lefts.
And
Yeah,
they like domination.
it's a big
Yeah,
ass
they like being
contradiction.
choked.
It's still-
What better domination than getting fucking dominated by Bobby Lashley?
But
What more
the-
can you want?
yeah,
You want to talk about foreplay?
Well, good night,
That's my
everybody.
kind of foreplay. Like, yeah, daddy choked me. I'll do more than that. Dominator Barca! Catch
throw
a
him
shooting
into
star
the
press.
Dominator.
I don't even get to fuck and I'm already satisfied.
Throw him into the volcano in Matt Hardy's backyard, man.
Like Crazy Steve. Man, Crazy Steve could have been in WWE. I don't know what happened. I wanted that.
WWE said nah.
How the hell are you alive? Damn it, you went through a fucking
No,
volcano.
just like we could have got the Briscoes, but nah.
Yeah, they ugly.
We'll get the Briscoes will show up eventually.
That's like saying.
Here's the thing, yo.
dump-
When we was watching Ring of Honor War of Worlds, Dave heard Jay Briscoe cut one promo for the
Yeah.
first time. He was like, man, I like this guy.
Yo, the crazy thing is, I still laugh at the fact that Bully Ray went to the Hall of Fame Friday, and it was at
Yeah.
the ROH the
Yep,
next night.
very next night.
Very next night and slam
Like
cheese.
you have to have some. I mean,
You heard-
what?
you heard the homie
signed
Cheeseburger.
anywhere.
Maybe tonight's where my dream.
But now it
Uh,
seems
so
like
Bobby-
they're setting up a match between what was it, Bully Ray and Flip Gordon.
Yeah. Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon has a chance to be in All In. He has to win this like tag match somewhere. I forgot where.
He's gonna beat it, man. He's in all the promotional bullshit for it. So
But if he loses that match, I get the feeling that they're gonna do. He wins best of the Super Juniors and gets called in for all. Bobby Roode gets his opportunity at Money in the Bank. He qualified. Dave is over there carrying a premonition. Yeah, Bobby Roode qualifies for the Money in the Bank match. We have the repackaged B team
Yeah,
consisting
Oh,
of
yeah.
Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, who beat Breezango.
man, they don't want to do shit with Breeze.
And they
had
challenged-
some-
Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy for the tag belts.
Like, yo,
Gas
Breezango
prices
has
going
some,
up,
Breezango
North
has
Korea.
some steam going after the fucking fashion
The shit up.
files and shit. And then they were just like, nah, son.
Just stop it.
Yeah, he was like, man, we can't push you no more because Saudi Arabia don't like gay niggas.
Mm.
What's wrong with gay niggas, man? No.
What else?
Ask
Matt.
Saudi Arabia, son.
Matt and Bray beat the Revival, because why not?
I mean, the best thing to come out of that Saudi Arabia event was Titus O'Neil.
Yeah,
because it was legally allowed. Anyway.
Titus World.
Yo, if he was
I'm
like
surprised-
6
I'm
inches,
surprised
if he
yo,
was 6
Saudi-
inches over, he would have hit that pole under that ring.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm surprised like Saudi Arabia didn't like make a big deal out of that whole fucking spot where what was it? fucking Tyler Breeze got knocked out of the match and then fucking Fandango kept catching him in his arms?
Yeah,
Wait, that would
I
be a
don't
big
know.
deal.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, because
They need to realize that.
homosexuality is kind of punished by death. So
See,
Yeah.
what's gonna end up happening is that they're
That's
gonna
why
take.
Finn didn't wear his for everybody shirt.
yeah,
See, what's gonna happen is they're gonna break up Fandango and Tyler Perry, and they're gonna have to
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
and they're gonna figure something out.
They're gonna introduce Medea, and she's gonna win the tag titles with Fandango.
Yo, Jared, you shut all.
We get the OP team of Big Mama House and Medea.
yeah.
I was gonna say the plot twist is Tyler Perry plays Sheldon
Tyler Perry.
Sheldon Benjamin's mother.
Loving that suit.
Because I remember during the War World show when Jushin Thunder Liger came out, we brought out the fact that at one point Tyler Breeze was so highly thought of that he was the one who got a match against Jushin Thunder Liger in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
WWE
when he
went out
got
of the way
to-
to get Liger and had him face.
The issue was that he went to the main roster.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what that was.
What was it? Apparently niggas got mad at him because he left an event early or some shit.
Yeah, he
even
left
though he
early.
asked permission.
God forbid you have your match and having nothing to do backstage.
That's how it is nowadays. Like once you do your match, ain't much to do unless you're doing
They're
photo
supposed to
shoots.
say.
But,
That's how it is nowadays. In the old days when Jerk, like I still remember that story when Jerk would talk about when he won the undisputed title. It was like nobody there.
Yeah,
Can I play that audio or not?
you can find it.
I'll bring that up.
What else? Alexa Bliss qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank match, beating Beatty and Mickey James. So, I thought Alexa Bliss was hurt.
nah. The only thing hurt is her. It's her soul.
Her soul.
I don't know, man. I think Ember Moon's probably gonna win it. Yeah, I don't know.
I want Ember Moon to win it, but I don't know if they're gonna push her.
How we feeling about the next contender for the Raw Women's Championship next month?
She had one good showing, but I don't know how she would do in a match against somebody the size of Nia Jax.
Right.
That's gonna be the tricky part of it.
Like, I wouldn't mind her having a title shot, but it's just like, okay, this is literally her first singles match.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to face Nia Jax.
I do like the fact that she's coming across real modest about things, where she's like, I don't know if I deserve this. Like, there's other girls that's been here before me. I like, what the fuck? I like that part, but yeah, it's like Nia awkwardly asked her, and she's like, okay. He's like, no, I want you for this belt, and we'll see.
What's going on over there?
Man,
I don't know, Jared. What the fuck are you doing?
why she just show up in NXT like Seth Rollins and challenge Shayna, champion.
Yeah.
versus champion.
That's because China's dead, D Black.
Shayna.
Wow.
I said Shayna,
Shayna.
nigga.
Shayna Baszler, NXT Women's Champion.
I got you.
Keep up with the product, dang it.
Yeah, she don't.
Cool.
That's why he gonna get that job, man.
Right. Yo, Jared, drive me over there. And let me
Huh?
your suit. I'll get the job.
No.
Drive me
Awesome,
over there.
nigga.
Let me your
Get
suit.
your own
Can
suit.
you fit Jared's suit?
I'll try.
I mean, I'm a big guy. You probably could.
I'm not too far off.
Man,
Nah, I've
Just
been
take
to
me
your-
there.
I've been to your.
Take me there,
I've
and I'll
seen-
get the job.
I've seen your neck of the woods, Manny. I don't trust that area.
Just take me there. I'll get the job. It will be cool. You know what's
I've been
funny
to-
though? They're promoting like Bleacher Report because when they showed like the AJ Styles and Shinsuke thing on, I think it was on Tuesday. One of the headlines was from Bleacher Report. So
They didn't want me because I was black.
I think it was
Plain
just you,
and simple, I
Jerry.
They didn't want me because like, oh no,
Oh,
he gonna see that WWF aggression plaque
man
that we got.
how was they supposed to know you black? Yo, I look at you. I don't know. I could fucking make heads or tails of what you were. If
Plus,
you didn't already
like,
tell us.
Plus, your last name is Martinez, nigga.
Yeah,
Don't you work for that Ring of Honor? No.
that's
Come on,
punishment. That's my cousin.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I think the part that killed your whole interview was the fact that you said you read the dirt sheets. If you didn't say anything else, I think you would have been good. If you didn't say that part, I think you would have been good.
Yo,
Come on,
I
have
flipped
that. Have that team listen use Bleacher Report. I ain't trying to hear that
I
shit.
feel like if I go in there and say that I'm in the know of all the wrestling, I'll be like, nope.
Yeah.
You know too much. Like, yeah,
'Cause everybody-
I'm in complete. I keep track of everything as much as I can. Nope.
See, the thing is,
wow.
everybody knows too much about wrestling. That's why.
I know too much. I know way too much.
I don't think they'll ever have you in the creative department.
They should.
That's almost like how what's it called? I heard they even busted chops to Corey Graves.
I'll
when he
bring back the
mentioned,
pinata on the
Bullet
pole
Club.
match at WrestleMania.
Then,
Between Roman
Corey,
Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
then
On
Corey,
the real-
Corey Graves said what's it called, the Bullet Club on TV, didn't
Yeah.
he? Like recently.
No, man, he had
Yeah.
a speech impediment. Damn, nigga, be sensitive with people.
Bullet Club is for everyone.
You mean Bella Club?
That's
what I
Balor
said.
Club. That's what I
You
said.
better
I have a speech impediment. Oh man. Okay. What else? SmackDown. SmackDown actually had another Shinsuke versus AJ Styles match.
And this one,
And
actually
whoever
Okay.
won
ended
that
with a
match
finish.
gets to choose a stipulation for the Money in the Bank match. And guess who won that match?
Shinsuke.
Shinsuke motherfucking Nakamura.
Oh,
He went for
Shinsuke
the whole
was-
Eddie Guerrero
I
special.
fell asleep. What was the
Pretended that he
stipulation?
got the low blow. Gave him the reverse suplex thingamajig. Kinshasa. Ball game.
He didn't
So now
announce this.
Shinsuke gets to choose a stipulation.
Man, I hope that was no pun intended with ball game.
He didn't low blow him.
Man, he gonna it's gonna be a ball game match, nigga.
No, he's gonna wrestle him at the Tokyo though. We're
What
going
if
to
they just,
Japan.
what if they just decide to do
Oh.
bullshit with the whole Kenny Omega Okada shit? They like, yep,
2 out of 3
time
falls, no
limit.
time.
2 out of 3
Exploding
falls.
balls death match. Whoever gets low blowed first.
Your ball's gonna explode.
It'll be like the Stardom death match. As soon as you get touched by that bat. I just noticed I started with the main event. That's kind of productive. Daniel Bryan came out in the beginning of the show, talked his shtick. And then Big Ass showed up, making excuses for how he lost and why he lost. And then Daniel Bryan proceeded to beat the shit out of him while his leg was stuck on the rope.
Yep.
Which is great. Chopping him down. So I guess we're gonna get this again at Money in the Bank.
Hope
It
not.
should be a hardcore match, but they don't do that no more.
Extreme rules.
Extreme rules, man. They ain't
Yeah.
allowed to say hardcore no more because it
Yeah.
reminds people of porn.
Foreign.
Because of porn? Because of hardcore porn? You don't say hardcore match no more?
I was a victim of that when I was a kid, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you were looking up hardcore matches? You
Uh,
got hardcore?
My sister's ex-husband got a computer, and he was looking up porn while he was married. Shows you how the relationship was going. And I'm just hanging around the living room looking at the computer screen, and I'm just being nosy sitting next to him while he's scrolling. He doesn't give a fuck. So I'm just like, oh, why don't you hit hardcore like they do in wrestling? And then he clicks on the hardcore section, and then I kind of wish that I never saw that at that age. So, there goes that. I was like, wait a minute, that's not wrestling.
Yes, it is,
The
man.
whole-
What you mean?
That's not wrestling. At least not that kind of wrestling.
Hey, I've seen AVW fuck down. That's wrestling.
Oh, that's such a great federation.
This is wrestling.
Yeah, that was wrestling. I really do recommend anyone that hasn't seen AVW Fuckdown to please watch AVW Fuckdown, but not at work or with anybody
Why
around.
not?
Unless they're into.
Or do it at work with nobody around you. At work.
Yeah. Just don't get caught. And have
Yeah, don't
headphones.
do it on a company computer if you work in
Yeah.
a cubicle or some
I
shit.
That's
think
all
I
I'm
had this. And on a random note, me and Manny had this conversation about
You
Mandy Rose. Yes, she's gorgeous, but I just want to say on record that I think Becky Lynch looks better. Just saying.
Nope.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say that.
He's gonna say it. Wait, before we get there, the Bar versus the New Day. Interesting match for the winning team, would choose one representative from their team to be in the Money in the Bank. And how do we make this complicated? By having the New Day win the match. So, who do you think they're gonna choose to represent?
Kofi
I'm gonna go and say Biggie.
in a ladder match. Someone say
Yeah.
Kofi.
I'm gonna say Biggie. I feel like they might want to give him a little, like even for now, like for that match, just give him like a little powerhouse push. But
Isn't gonna
I would understand if they do Kofi, just because they love Kofi. They
Kofi's
always put
like
him over.
yeah.
Kofi King.
Or they might give it to Xavier because Xavier should like being doing stuff.
Yeah, I'd be
He might
interested.
be.
I'll be fine with whoever they choose.
Yeah. Imagine a New Day win the Money in the Bank and then they
Wow.
troll. They
So
troll.
wait, what would happen? Like, just the person that won it win it, or would they just
Can they free bird a single
can they
belt?
freebird the fucking briefcase?
And if they win it, can they free bird the world title?
The world title? Yo,
Would they do that? We need D Black to come back. D Black left at the wrong time.
freebird the world title.
Oh man.
We get a triple world championship.
Can they do that?
That would be interesting. I mean, that would piss off like the purists of like the 1950s and under.
Nah, fuck them.
But that would be great. That would be amazing. They win Money in the Bank and have Freebird world title.
A free bird.
I want to see that. See,
I
now I
wanna
want. Wait, is D Black back? Nope. Okay.
Nah, you're not bad.
'Cause I want to hear his input on that.
What?
Oh, there we go.
So, if-
We said that since the New Day won the match and they get to choose who represents the team at Money in the Bank,
If they
and
win
if
the
they
Money
were
in
to
the Bank,
win,
yeah.
would they freebird the briefcase? And if they cash in, would they freebird the world title?
Didn't they already say before, yo, when they was talking about somebody from the New Day being world champion, that they wanted the New Day to be world champion? That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would it
that's
be
it. That'd be
Freebird
great.
rules for the world title?
I don't think you technically could, but yeah, if Cool can do it, so can they.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
point. Like,
It'd be fun,
cut the
though.
belt in half.
It'd be the most fun time for SmackDown. Everybody else would think it would be just to be Everybody would think it'd just be jokes, but it'd be like the best time on SmackDown. It'll be a ride because you don't know who you're gonna fight against for that.
Yeah.
What else? What else happened on SmackDown? Oh, Paige had her tattoos on her hand. They weren't covered this time.
Talk shit, get bit.
Yeah, her hand straight up just said shit on TV. It's fine. Mind you, tape show. They were in England.
Page.
What else? What else happened? Oh, we had the debut of my boy
Andrade Cien Almas.
Andrade Cien Almas,
And the sexy ass Selena Vegas.
who you can tell is significantly smaller there because of how big the ropes were in comparison to her. Like, you don't see it that much on like NXT. Like, you see it on NXT, but when she was there on Tuesday, I was like, man,
She's tiny.
that woman is teeny tiny. And she kind of like that. Selena was upset that after weeks of building him up to show up, they just give him this little ass jobber.
Yeah.
Said he was pathetic and said that the rest of the locker room was pathetic. So
She's a good manager. I just want to see
Yeah.
her perform in a ring eventually.
And Austin Aries said, "Congratulations to my ex-girlfriend for being called up to the main roster."
He said that?
Yeah.
Wait, she's single? Oh shit. I got a chance.
I got a chance.
I'm going to the Heights right now.
To the Heights.
But
She's
short,
from the
nigga.
Heights. She's from Washington Heights.
And then we found out that next week, another Money in the Bank qualifying match for the women's
And men's
Virgin's
for
match.
SmackDown.
will be Billie Kay versus Lana.
I'm interested only because nobody's seen Lana for like a while.
She's
I
trying to
don't-
break up the Rusev Day. What do you mean?
No,
Yeah,
man,
but, like,
I thought
she-
they all a cohesive unit now, man.
They're a cohesive unit, but she hasn't been like on TV like for a while, especially like anywhere near the ring. So it's like I wonder if she's been training.
Well, besides Mixed Match Challenge, that's about it.
Yeah,
Besides that, yeah, like but she hasn't been around
yeah.
since before that. So if she's been training, maybe we'll see in-ring improvement.
Hopefully,
Cause she
you only train so much before.
'Cause
you
in
don't do
total-
anything.
because I still remember from like Total Divas, like she really wanted to be a wrestler. Like she didn't want to. She really wanted to. So it's like
Except then they were just like, oh, we just want you to be a manager right now. He was like, oh, that means no
she
more
was like,
going down to
no.
performance center, no more training. I was like, no, I want to wrestle. It's like, no.
Yeah, she wanted to do. She got the opportunity that Brandy
So you
Rose didn't
can't
get.
train at the PC unless you're an in-ring competitor?
They didn't want to get her
They were
tired.
saying they want her on the road just being a manager for Tamina at the time before she got injured. So that would explain why she wasn't on TV because Tamina is injured. So.
She pretty much got the opportunity that Brandy Rhodes didn't get in WWE.
Yeah.
But if Brandy Rhodes can, how good is she in ring? Because I never really
She
saw
needs to
it.
work.
She still needs work.
Mm-hmm. And she
Like, I have
broke
nothing
her
against her.
collarbone.
Yeah, she broke a collarbone. Like, I have absolutely nothing against her. But the matches that I saw that she had in Stardom, she needs to.
Nobody gets it done. Like, I mean, these guys.
And she got to face like their ace too, and she needs to.
I mean, to be honest with you, like nobody jumps into WWE like after 1 year of like training, so they still need work. Kurt Angle's a natural though. That's different.
Kurt Angle.
That's a dime in a dozen. Because
Braun Strowman was like, in comparison to how he was with the Wyatt family, he was a powerhouse there too. But when they had this split and this dude just came out, I was like, okay, this is starting to get good.
Kurt Angle had that. Yeah, Braun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Someone who never watched wrestling, Kurt Angle just had like the natural gift.
He had the natural gift. He had the natural personality. He had the amateur background, which helped tremendously.
But you would think how a person that wrestles like he does, he would like, oh, I've been watching this since I was like 70s, San Martino and Dom. No, nothing.
I ain't watch it.
Did not watch any of it.
But I bet you he knows. I bet he knows those guys now.
Yeah, like it's just amazing that someone that had no background or like any experience watching it just like knew the ins and outs of the game so fast.
The same thing with Brock Lesnar, except Brock Lesnar doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
Old school Brock. We talk about the old Kanye. I want the old Brock Lesnar.
Old Brock, yeah. I want old Brock Lesnar back.
Old Brock.
I don't like this Brock Lesnar.
You ain't getting old Brock, man. You would have to go back in time and erase him from ever being able to compete in MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more. Is he lazy?
Yes.
He's lazy as fuck, right?
No, he's not lazy under the technical sense of the word, like not wanting to work hard because
he doesn't want to work with other. He doesn't want to work with other people. He just wants to do what he wants to do.
He gets money.
Yeah.
So what if Brock never came to WWE first and did MMA first, and then came to WWE and became?
I honestly don't think he would have been as much of a draw, but I think let's just say if he won the MMA went like beforehand, like at the time that he was, instead of spending the time that he did in WWE and he was just straight up in MMA to be
his
there.
MMA.
If he started off as like a dominant person at heavyweight, and then let's say later on he had to face somebody like Kane, and then that's where his dominance ended. So then he went to WWE afterwards, after MMA had already become popular. Then I think that he would have been willing to learn how to like do professional wrestling instead of starting off with,
because like there was issues with him. Well, from a formality standpoint, people had issues with him in MMA when he was there the first time, where it was like, you're not Brock Lesnar, this wrestling character. You have to like show respect, and like, because he was getting booed in some of those fights, and he just like embraced it like he was a bad guy in the WWE, and people were like, yeah, don't do that, don't be that guy out there, and all that shit. I just
want the old Lesnar back.
We're not. Sadly, we're not getting that.
The only time that Brock ever said some fuck shit like after a fight in the UFC was after the second Frank Mir fight.
Mm-hmm.
After he said I was gonna go fuck my wife and all that shit. Yeah.
That was straight up because like Frank Mir pissed him off so much up to the course of that fight because he talked so much shit about Brock.
I think if Brock would have done MMA first, he would have been so dominant. If he would have got that one loss, it would have burned him like everybody else that got that one loss.
Like
Ronda.
Ronda.
It didn't burn Conor. It didn't burn Conor because Conor was able to keep up his personality and just like talk shit to the point where like everybody forgot about it. That and Nick Diaz is just crazy as fuck. But
Well, Connor already had a loss beforehand,
He had a
and
loss.
plus he was going up weight classes to fight him, so it wasn't really going to hurt him like that. So,
Imagine doing all that work to win a championship and just not do anything afterwards.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna put my body through this living hell of dehydration, and not even gonna defend the belt.
Nope.
That's it. I win the belt. Yeah, I go home, fuck my wife, talk to a bunch of people on Twitter, and talk shit. And by the way, oh, I'm stripped of the title. The fuck you mean? Oh, you haven't defended
you
it in like
haven't
forever.
kind of fucking fought in 2 years, nigga.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Nah,
Wow.
he's still in like serious trouble. They
Supposedly.
it's about
Who knows?
yes.
We gotta talk
Yeah.
about trouble soon. But we had the Royal Celebration, where Carmella came out in England of all places and celebrated the fact that she is the women's champion and that she beat Charlotte, what, 2 times? Saying that she's now better than Charlotte, she's now better than Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss. I think she even said Ronda Rousey and Trish and Lita. Oh, she said Trish and Lita put together. Ain't that some shit? And then GM Page came out. It's a nice ovation because they're in England. And she announced Carmella's next challenger.
Which is Candy Floss. Yeah, I'm just playing.
Candy Floss is 18.
Oh,
So,
There's a long way to go.
um,
The next challenger is Asuka.
Asuka,
I'm wearing my
who she
Asuka shirt.
didn't say was gold. What the fuck?
That's
24
funny. I'm
karat
wearing my
gold.
Asuka shirt that says still undefeated.
24 karat gold chicken nugget, chicken wings. What?
Can you not? That's disgusting. So yeah, now we got Asuka versus Carmella. Is Carmella gonna beat Asuka too?
maybe.
And we
Or-
see like
or
a
good.
surprise.
I don't know, man, because it could end up just being a Edge situation. Because if you remember, like, the whole time Edge had the Money in the Bank contract for the first time, and then he finally beat John Cena, and then he just dropped it to him the next month.
Oh,
So
that's true. Yeah, but then again, they had Carmella beat Charlotte twice. Cash in and then clean. So I don't know. I don't know where they're going with
you
Carmella.
know.
I do want to see Asuka win the belt because it's Asuka. I love Asuka. We had another Money in the Bank women's qualifying match, which was won by. Come on, Dave. Help me out here.
Wait, what happened? Say that again.
Who won the women's Money in the Bank qualifying match?
Oh, smack Becky Lynch.
There you go. Becky
Oh.
Lynch. That's your girl, man.
Real shit, I ain't even know.
Yep. Becky Lynch beat Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Can Becky Lynch get some momentum going? Because she hasn't had shit
I mean,
since she
she's been
lost that
eating.
belt.
She's been eating mad chemo, so yeah.
She hasn't had shit.
She hasn't really done anything.
Yes,
and
so she lost the title.
I blame Kevin Dunn for most of that shit, but anyway,
Why Kevin Dunn?
Because
Road Dogg runs the show.
fuck Road Dogg.
he doesn't like the way she talks. She doesn't like her.
Well, I
accent.
mean, Kevin Dunn has like more teeth than a fucking beaver, so I guess it's mutual. And we already talked about the main event, which means assorted topics. I want to talk about. Oh, Shane underwent successful hernia surgery.
I just had it. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Um,
Shane actually had hernia surgery.
Yeah, they on the road because I heard Chris Jericho and Daniel Bryan talking about the build up to that WrestleMania thing, and apparently Chris Jericho was supposed to be called in as a substitute replacement for for Shane McMahon, because they were they went and said they listed all the things that was wrong with him, like down to hernia, diverticulitis, I think there was some other crap wrong with him too leading up to that. And then they said no. He was like, Shane said he's gonna be okay to compete, and then like Daniel Bryan and Jericho were like, what, how?
yo, Manny, I got a question for you. Manny.
Where Manny go?
Manuel Ayala Jr.
Over there. I
Manny.
talked to his mama.
Give me 1 second. You
Alright,
guys are gonna have
cool.
to talk about something. Talk about Amanda Nunes murdering
I don't know
somebody on
anything
TV.
about Amanda Nunes.
What? You didn't see Amanda Nigga. Alright, so UFC, 224, I guess, because I typed in 5 and that was not the right event. Went up against this other chick, Raquel Pennington. She proceeded to beat her ass for a good 4 rounds. Raquel Pennington went back to her corner and told her corner, I don't think I can do this anymore. It's like, I gotta give in. Her corner said, no, man, you can't give up now. Go back out there for another round. She proceeded to get her ass beat, bloodied up, and knocked out.
Damn.
My stomach.
Oh. 2K games announced. WWE 2K19 announced for the late 2018.
Are they going to switch anything with the goddamn gameplay that makes anybody actually want to play that game?
I don't know. They didn't announce anything. They just made that announcement.
Yep, that's all they're going to announce because the game's going to be the same that it's been for like the past fucking 4 years.
That they're comfortable that way. They just 2K doesn't change shit with their games. That's why people are tired of NBA 2K because it's not what it used to be.
No, 2K niggas still love 2K.
2K niggas still love 2K, but like if you ask somebody like Taj is like done with that shit. Because it's all about that VC and making money. That microtransaction shit is a ripoff. It's not like it's funny because like 2K is owned by the same company that owns Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto actually does something to the microtransaction. They give us free content,
Yeah.
but they
That's
don't do shit.
because of how many copies of that game they actually sold, man. That game.
Yeah, that game's been $60 for like 6 years before it went down. Like PS3 to PS4. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully they have a season mode, like an actual season mode with storylines. Hell, if it's even for a year for like each brand, I'll take that.
Nope.
I mean,
They got.
what?
I don't know, man. Well, only for my own selfish reasons, I want fucking the story mode edited back, or at least GM mode or something.
Story mode editor was too much work for me. I didn't have time for that shit. GM mode, I'd be cool with. I could probably take GM mode now. Imagine they had an online GM mode, and then it'd be like, you own Raw, I run SmackDown, some shit like that. It was a better show. Anyway,
But it's not even all about that with me though. They like because I was just like right before we even started this call, I was watching somebody play fucking what was that? I think it was WrestleMania 19, and I saw how much like better and faster the gameplay of that shit is compared to what the fuck we got now.
2K19. I mean 2K18.
No.
Yeah.
Mania 19 was amazing.
No, yeah, WrestleMania 19.
The
Revenge
game.
mode.
Yeah, I brought up Manny that they announced 2K19 and
I
we
know.
just
I mean, obviously, Dave, it's a new year.
yeah.
That'd be different if they just came out like, "Hey, No Mercy HD."
I'm hoping it's different. I hope they kind of like legit listen to people when they were like.
I gotta step on a couple seconds again, but whatever. What else? What else can we talk about?
Manny. This is not a wrestling related thing, but July 27th to 28th, the Overwatch Grand Finals is at the Barclays Center.
Really?
Yeah.
Those tickets are probably gonna cost like a lot. Are they on sale?
Tickets are on sale. Yeah. Hold on, let me find the link. Let me bring a link and see if I could do a mock transaction.
Can we talk? I mean, not talk about. I just want to throw it out there in case I got to run out again, which I probably do. Enzo Amore. The allegations were officially dropped due to the Department of Phoenix finding no sufficient evidence in the case. How we feel about that?
If you were just going to look at it from that point of view, from how it was dropped, it would seem like it was inconclusive. It would just be inconclusive whether or not he did it. But like, when the thing first happened, you had the chick's friend go and say, "It's like, oh, She went and said this, that, and the third.
There's way
about-
too many different. She was
Yeah.
saying different things like every other day.
Yeah.
It
It
ruined
went
his-
from I
it-
was incapacitated, had no control of what I was doing, or don't remember anything, to her just coming out saying that she did all that shit and then witnessed everything happening the next day.
Hey.
So
All right, so I looked up prices. For both days they start at 60, and then 80 is the max. It looks like for 2 days. You're not doing it, okay? I mean, I'd go.
it's funny when you consider that I didn't even pay a single dime for my Overwatch. And you expect me to pay money to go see other people play that shit in person? No. Maybe I'll see. We'll see. Because I ran into a roadblock when it comes to going back to work, and I don't know when I'm going back to work now.
I doubt. Like, what else? I lost track of thought. I mean, for $60, like,
Yeah, it's not bad. I will say that.
okay.
Yeah,
We'll see.
but over the week we did. Well, not a week. Whoa, it ended in the past week, but fucking starting on the 7th, we had Wait, no, that was on. When the hell did fucking World start?
Next,
The ninth?
last,
Start
yeah,
on the
last
ninth.
Friday.
Yeah,
What?
No, was it last Friday or last Thursday?
whenever.
No, it was last Thursday.
Whenever the fuck.
Because Thursday they had no, was it? No,
I don't know.
I think it was Wednesday.
Or
Yeah, it might have been Wednesday.
Because then it was Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then the Sunday show wasn't like
Yeah.
streamed live.
this woman becomes friends with a bee? What the fuck?
Because now the B movie.
No,
in real life?
like an actual bee. Like the bee didn't sting her. She's like the bee's like on her hand crawling.
Oh,
and
so it's
just,
the B
like,
movie. She
like
fell
a
in love with Jerry
bond.
Seinfeld.
It's like a bond right now.
Fell in love
Like,
with Jerry
And I
Seinfeld.
just remember how screwed up. What was it? The Toronto
Okay.
card was because.
Oh, dude, that second night, both of
Nigga.
them, like, forget it.
Yeah, because especially the Toronto
like-
card because what they had to cancel. Wait, no, it was the first night that was supposed to have the world title match, but Dalton Castle was supposed to be in a tag team match, I think, on night 2, but he's hurt, and then Flip Gordon was supposed to be in the match, but he couldn't make it because of fucking flight issues, and they just canceled. I want to say a bunch of shit, but it kind of wasn't a bunch of shit. But at the same time, it was.
And like, those bookings that day were, I feel once again, I raised the question of why would you have your show out of the country? Second, they had Massachusetts, Toronto.
what were we talking
Um,
about?
The World.
It was Massachusetts, Toronto,
Michigan, and then Chicago.
Michigan, and Chicago. Why is Toronto second? Why are you gonna go out of the country just to go back in the country?
Yeah.
Why not save Toronto for last? I don't
So,
understand.
And then when they was giving the updates about like Flip's whole situation, it was basically, alright. So basically, he had to fly to Toronto, didn't even get to perform, and then he had to fly out the same night anyway, because they had.
He had to
go
fly out
Michigan.
again, and he competed on the show after.
Yeah.
And then, like, if it wasn't travel issues that scarred that show, you had injury issues
Mhm.
where people don't want to take a crossover show, like a week off, and instead they want to do all these power spots.
Yeah, and then you had Jay Lethal, who was in the main event, the night 2 show, but he was hurt.
I had a concussion. I don't know. Ring of Honor needs to know how to book. I mean, they have no problem booking. They need to know when to do shows, where.
Do you think Ring of Honor can like? Nah, it's not. Nah, it's
Ring
not.
of Honor needs to learn from All In.
I was gonna ask. Well, I'm gonna ask now. Fuck it. You think Ring of Honor can like? Do they have the potential to like overtake WWE or like give
No.
WWE a legit run?
No.
No.
If they ever took themselves seriously.
In terms of a product,
They do
sure.
take themselves seriously.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, from a production standpoint, that's what I meant.
They
But
have
I feel like they
considerably
stay that
stepped
way
up their
because it's like a different environment. I
yeah,
feel.
but they have stepped up their production compared to what they used to be, especially
Like,
like audio from commentary.
can Ring of Honor of today be like what WCW was in the '90s before it ran itself to the ground?
I say they could. I feel like they don't.
Like, if they were to like legitly be like that next company to like,
I feel like they are though.
but it's hard to say that. Oh man,
I
maybe I'm not
don't
making
know.
sense
I
of
don't
this.
even know because I feel like at least for like mainstream exposure is not saying much, but I still feel like mainstream exposure that TNA is still technically number 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like a banking
definitely.
standpoint.
Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, they still number 2.
Like if Ring of Honor can bring in a network and bring in like a weekly show,
They have the, but
but
nobody does it.
like on a major network. Like let's say they get picked up by like CBS or some shit like that. I don't know.
They would.
Ooh, Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I
Ring
don't
of Honor on
know.
CBS.
Or TNT.
I
Nah,
don't know.
TNT wouldn't take wrestling anymore after the whole WCW shit. Um, that'd be the last company to do that. Was Turner.
Yep, Turner.
Time Warner owns. No,
AOL
what
Time
happened? When Time Warner bought Turner Networks, they dropped wrestling altogether. That's why they sold it to WWE. But like, I don't know. CW is doing too good with shows.
Hmm.
It's doing too great with shows.
Maybe if the Bullet Club had a show, they'll put it on the CW because of your boy Stephen Amell.
Probably. You know what? Fuck it. Like, what's their weakest night? No, because every night's a fucking superhero show.
Arrow
Like,
Professional Wrestling.
it wouldn't even work.
Cody Rhodes comes out as his Arrow character. Laurel Lance is women's champ.
Shit. Like Fox. Like imagine if Fox picked it up.
I think the deal with WWE and Fox isn't gonna happen.
You don't think so?
I heard somewhere that they might stay, or if not, they might keep Raw on the USA Network and have SmackDown go to Fox.
I mean, what's wrong with SmackDown on USA as well? Does
Alright.
USA want like their original content on
Maybe.
USA?
Not sure.
Because I think putting SmackDown on USA kind of saved SmackDown, even though it was never going anywhere to begin with. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see. But I don't know. I just hope they don't do. Honestly, the only silver lining I could think of Raw going to Fox is it'll cut down from 3 to 2.
It has to.
They have to. They can't go past 10.
I love that.
Yeah, they can't go past 10 because 10 o'clock news. I mean 11. Sorry. It'll start at 9.
No, they'll start it at 7.
7
No.
Eastern.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
no.
was in,
That's not.
it's not. But...
It's too much.
Or why don't they just put Raw on the WWE network live?
because
No,
most of their
they
money
need
came
advertisement.
from advertising.
Yeah.
Advertising.
I remember. Boy,
I'd
if
say
they
go
did
to-
that,
I would say go to-
my network subscription will be like $20.
I would say go to NBC, but USA is owned by NBC, so what's the point?
Yeah, but apparently from what I saw, what was it? Like they shares for the fucking company went up, like what 70? I said
Mhm.
70,
The
17% or some shit.
The
Because
only
apparently,
network.
because apparently they gonna renew a deal with NBC. That's like what was it 2 times or 3 times what they deal is now?
Probably. I would say this: the only network that I can never see them go to, because if they ever go to them, they have to make like a shit ton of changes. Is probably like ABC, Disney.
Hell. Channel 7 wrestling.
Nah, cause then we gonna get whatever the fuck that Saturday morning bullshit was.
Saturday morning slam.
But They would get 3 hours though because ABC News is at 11.
Man, it's like yo.
Is it 11?
I do not want everything turned into Saturday Morning Slam. That's all I'm saying right now.
Saturday morning slam.
So
And they used to censor like punches to the head and kicks to the head.
No, there'll be a bunch of Disney Channel crossovers too and shit.
And Mickey Mouse is Mr. Money in the Bank.
You're gonna have Braun.
They
You're
couldn't
gonna have
do
Braun
wrestling on
Strowman
it.
playing with Mickey Mouse and shit.
On a real, yo, it would probably like if they did that, it would probably go to the. It would probably end up in the sense that like the whole show would just be promos, and then if you wanted to actually watch wrestling matches, you just need to straight up just go to the fucking pay per views.
It would work
Like
for
Heat?
like it would work for like somebody like a John Cena that channel.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that
Titus
John
O'Neil.
Cena is on his way out
Mhm.
from wrestling.
And Titus O'Neil, because Titus O'Neil does a lot of charity work.
Titus O'Neil also kisses his son in the mouth.
Oh, but like also Disney's also big on
Just
diversity.
don't brush that
so, like,
aside, D.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Disney's also big on diversity, so we might get like the ABC's gonna knock on WWE's doors like, hey, how come we
Big
don't have a
on
black champion?
diversity. Sound like a tag team name. Big on diversity. That was another thing that I was gonna talk about that happened. Oh yeah, Ayako Hamada, Japanese female wrestler, got arrested for
What?
substance abuse.
Oh, I was going to say prostitution.
Tested
Close
positive for drugs and admitted to snorting them.
enough. Damn.
And both Pro Wrestling Wave have kicked her out of their company, and Sendai Girls have stripped her of the world title that she just won a month ago.
Damn.
She must be at home crying.
Nigga, this is like Jack Swagger all over again.
And it
Said,
sucks because actually I really like Ayako Hamada. And she won the world championship from Sendai Girls last month. And hell of a match. And I was like, oh, this is cool. You know, I like this. And she proceeds to get...
Hey, at
Fine.
least it wasn't Hana, man.
Mhm. Oh, for those who don't know, Ayako Hamada, she was in TNA for a bit. She won the Knockouts tag belts with both Awesome Kong and
because
Taylor Wilde.
she was just fucking Hamada there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, and in other random news, Mia Yim is in Japan doing a tour with.
Yeah, she's an
She's in Ice Room,
Ice Ribbon.
Ice Ribbon, and I'll say this: she stands out as like mad brolic amongst all those other Asian
Of course.
girls. She still look good though. I'm just saying.
That's why she should have went to Sendai Girls instead, so she can face fucking Chihiro Hashimoto, who's almost as buff as Mia Yim is. And that was a woman that Ayako Hamada beat for the belt.
Mia Yim.
No. Hell no. Chihiro Hashimoto.
I think
What
she
else can we talk about?
I think she prefers to be like an indie wrestler. Well, at least doing the tours that she's doing.
Money.
There's more money compared to being.
She
a
wants to go to
content.
SmackDown and talk shit to Sean.
Mhm.
Show TV.
Mhm. And that would be like every week in a backstage segment.
But they'll never have a match together. It's just them talking shit just for the
Mhm.
fuck of it. Oh, kind of wrestling, kind of non-related wrestling. If you're a '90s nut, check out Up Down Down's video. Up Down Down with Xavier Woods and Ruby Riott. That's like probably like the best superstar save point I've seen in a while.
I was conceived from a 90s nut.
Damn.
No?
Anyway,
Oh, okay. You said if you're a 90s nut, I am.
I said,
you're a fan
pause
of-
after he said that.
if you're
I was
into
conceived
'90s,
from the
if you're
90s nut.
into like the nostalgia of the 1990s,
No,
Oh,
I
check-
like the 90s nut better.
90s nut.
As opposed to like 2000 nuts who are like terrible human beings.
I never
How about this?
got
Everything post 95 nut.
I
If you're a
ne-
96 nut, you're terrible. You're garbage.
I never got to had that 90s nut.
I had a 90s nut, man.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, right. You're an 80s nut.
No,
You-
technically, no. I said I never got to have one of 90s nuts though.
You're an 89 nut. I'm a 91 nut.
I shot one of those out in 2000.
Boy. It's not. Cody Rhodes said he had a backup plan if All In did not sell out, saying that if it did 4,000 in a week, and it said I had said 4,000 in a week, and I had planned on as soon as we get through that week, I'll start rolling out my publicist. Let's roll out the talent graphics we have remaining. Start putting some matches out there for people to get intrigued. And he had plans to sell tickets as he went, but of course, they ended up selling out in under an hour. So they didn't have to do all that. That show sold out with
so they
no
got more-
match.
How long is that show going to
Yeah,
be?
they had more
yo?
talent. Yeah, they have like more talent announcements. That's crazy.
The thing is, they ain't even announced a card. They just said who's going to
Mm-hmm.
be there.
It sold. Like, that's crazy.
Lance Hoyt is still around. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lance Hoyt.
Yeah, he's in the Killer
Yeah,
Elite
that's
squad,
Archer.
nigga.
it was one of the
He
most
was-
successful tag teams in Japan.
He was like my favorite big guy in TNA.
And you still don't watch him now?
And then he was in WWE and
Hey, now he's with Davey Boy Smith Jr. killing shit.
yeah.
Spraying water in people's face.
Nigga, they try to. Some of the fans be trying to run away from him. He still chased them down and spit the fucking water on them.
And people be thinking they're safe because they're all the way in the back.
Yeah,
Nope.
he's like, duh.
You go all the way in the back. What else can we talk about? That's it. That's all we got.
Is it?
WWE's gonna have another UK tournament next month.
Oh yeah.
What else? I'm just throwing out like quick things here. What else?
You think they're gonna
Next
do
week
Mae Young
is a good
Classic?
week to watch 205 Live if you don't, because they're gonna have Hideo Itami versus Akira Tozawa, and that match is gonna destroy the world. What else? What else can we talk about?
30 days into the 24 hours of Le Mans.
Who's gonna wrestle there?
I don't know.
Also, the CEO fighting game tournament. I thought it was just gonna be like NJPW wrestlers showing up, just for shits and giggles. They're actually gonna put on an event there by Kenny Omega. So not only are you gonna have fighting games, you're gonna have a wrestling event going on at CEO.
Oh damn.
Probably Xavier
Like, if
Woods
it
is
isn't
probably
my
gonna be
favorite, like if it wasn't my favorite gaming tournament of the year before, it definitely is now.
Probably
Nah,
means
fuck it.
Xavier Woods is gonna face him again.
Yeah, but he can only show up for during the fighting game part of it.
Yeah, during a
yo.
fighting game,
Yeah.
no, they're having a card. Like they're gonna have matches.
Yeah, I'm saying he can't. Xavier Woods can't show
Oh yeah,
up
they
during
can't
the
wrestle
match
each other,
part.
sure.
He'll show
Yeah,
up during the
Cool
video
as
game
hell,
part of
but,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll play against each other, Maybe some good old Street Fighter 5 or some Double Dash. Actually, no, Double Dash ain't a fighting game.
Put them
Unless
in
you
a
want-
game that they don't really play. Like, I don't know what they haven't they played. Dragon Ball Fighters or something.
Yeah, and Jabali already put out the belt because when you win your respective tournament, you get a belt. So that's why I want to go
Wait,
to
Bailey's gonna be a CEO too?
Not
Ja
Bailey.
nigga.
Jabali,
Oh, my bad. I'm
tournament
sorry.
organizer, superior to Bailey in every way. He has his own Twitch emote. Bailey got her own Twitch emote. Didn't think so.
You never know, man. She might.
She
Yeah.
might be twitching
It
under a
could-
different name.
It could just be like picture of that booty. Dude.
It's just cheeks. Reportedly,
I wanna-
the entrance that we're seeing from Mandy Rose was supposed to be how Emelina was supposed to come out.
Oh, for real? Is she
How you feel
supposed to
about that?
do the whole fucking switch her hips mad aggressively shit when she walked through?
Well, I
But
mean,
in all-
you see Mandy Rose entrance now,
But in all honesty,
like
like,
hallucinating, where like you don't see anything on the sides, just her. Like
But
everything
in all-
else is out of focus, just her in the middle.
No.
for all honesty, that Emma was right. That does not fit her personality.
Wait, so you haven't seen her entrance, Deep Like?
Nope.
Yeah, like she just comes out and everything around her is out of focus, like blurred, and it's just her in the middle,
That's all you need, man.
like
Who
just
needs a-
clear.
Who needs an image, man, when you got fucking...
Emily
Oh,
Tennille
you got
Dashwood looks better than Mandy Rose.
Oh, let me put this on mute. I'll show you real quick. This is her, and we could just end the show here. This is her. This is her entrance. Everything is like out of focus, except her in the middle. See?
That was supposed to be Emelina's entrance.
You know what kind of gives it away too? the font of her name on the bottom, Tron.
Yeah.
That was kind of like
that was the
Emelina's font. Yeah.
Why is she
She
walking
doesn't
like
sell
that,
it.
though?
The only problem is that she doesn't sell it really good. Like she's
What's funny is like, remember how like when you start doing your entrance and you're trying to put like 3 different walks into like at once. That's kind of what that looked like for a second.
she looks like
It's like when you have the stage walking animation, then it cuts to like the ramp walking
Yeah.
animation, and your character's just like, what?
she looks like a struggling Trish Stratus.
Yeah, she Pink Panther out there.
She looks like a Trish Stratus.
Doo-doo, doo-doo,
Mhm.
doo-doo-doo.
Except that Trish always wore a shirt.
You
You sure? Nah,
D
that's
Black
not
and I
what-
were watching
yeah.
some SmackDown a couple
Yeah.
days ago that said otherwise.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, she was rubbing on tables and
You
shit with
know
oil.
what I like about wood?
Wood.
Thick and hard. That's how.
Yeah, that's her entrance. It's just all blur. It's like the Cosby effect.
God damn it.
If I knew what the Cosby effect looked like, I'm not saying I know. Sorry, but yeah, that's
Mandy
just leave it
Rose
here.
is seductive and ring.
yeah, seductive in-ring debut.
Oh, you know who that word reminds me of? Fucking. What's her name? The other chick.
The other chick,
You know, the one. Oh,
the
fuck.
one.
All read everything, nigga. What the fuck?
The one, Billy Gunn.
I don't know. I can't remember what the fuck this chick's name is.
Eva Marie.
Yeah, there you go.
Eva Marie.
Yeah, even Marie.
No, the most my stupid voiceover.
I can
Eva
remember her
Marie.
fucking tagline. I couldn't remember her damn wrestling name.
All read everything.
I was like,
Eva
all read
Marie.
everything.
Fortunately, Eva Marie could not show up here due to. They
Due
really
to
went with
being
that. She got
suspended.
suspended. Yeah, when she got suspended, it actually came with a bullshit excuse.
Yeah. It's like she's
yeah,
been
that's-
stuck in traffic.
Yeah, like I was like,
Damn, yo, this chick been stuck in
And
traffic.
we
She
know.
never and she never showed back up since because she got
No.
released.
now she has black hair.
Mhm.
And she promoting Street Fighter 5 like she plays the shit. That's
All
another story
black
for another
everything.
time.
I remember seeing that argument she had with
Mia Khalifa?
not Mia Khalifa. Yeah,
With Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, she,
Give me both of those on camera.
Mia Khalifa tried to shit on wrestling altogether.
Khalifa.
Yeah, now she loves it.
Huh.
It's weird.
Give her something to love. These nuts.
Alright, so we getting the show right here, yo.
Yeah,
that
there's a
Beef
few,
As soon
Events
as my
this
VLC
weekend.
player feel like coming up. But fuck it.
the only
you
event I know takes place this weekend is the only one that matters, and that is starting tomorrow. The Best of the Super Juniors tournament kicks off with 2 amazing matches. One is going to be Ospreay versus Taichi Ishimori, and I forgot what the other one was. I'll find out right now. 1 second. I know it's another big match. Who is it? I'm running out of time. No,
Nope.
I don't want people's predictions.
Man,
Want to know the fucking card.
You ain't gonna know who the hell it is. You don't know the other big match. Big match, John.
So
Yeah.
circuit the
I like how
Gills
Chris
Bill.
Sabin's in it. I'm happy Chris Sabin's in
Oh
it.
yeah, for the best of super, yeah. Boss J.
Yeah, Boss J. Tomorrow. I'm trying to see what was the other match. I know it was Taichi Ishimori versus
Man,
Will Ospreay.
they missed the perfect opportunity to put both of the machine guns in a tournament and have fucking so we could get fucking Kushida versus Alex Shelley the fucking time split against
Yeah.
each other.
To be fair, every match that's on there is amazing. They're gonna have on night 1. They're gonna have Tiger Mask versus Kanemaru. That's like an old school juniors match. ACH versus Flip Gordon. You're gonna get dizzy during that one. And Yo versus Bushi. That's the other match I was thinking of. And then Ospreay versus Taichi Ishimori. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm ready.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it for us at One
That's
Tree
it.
Hill.
We'll see you guys.
I
Next
want to
week.
say next week, but for our recent track record that has not held well, so we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. For now, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Unless there's a basketball game that day, then in case we won't. No, because the
But,
Cavs play Saturday. That means they won't play. If they force a game, they'll probably play like Wednesday, Thursday.
I don't know.
We'll see. So we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
Stay black.
Go ahead and
Stay
heal
black.
someone.
Oh, heal someone and give me barbecue sauce for these nuggets because my mom didn't bring any. So
Go to fucking Wendy's and get yourself some sauce.
I had
Fuck
Wendy's.
that barbecue shit.
I had Wendy's yesterday. Felt good.
Yeah.
Y'all chicken tenders off.